you to me! Hi guys, welcome back to Planet Mithril. My name is Mithril, and can I say that Games Workshop continue to be extremely selfish. I have got so much hobby to get going on with, and now they decide to re-release, or to release, not re-release, to bring out brand new models. Quite frankly, my wallet and the walls of my house are very restricted in this manner. They are not elastic walls. I cannot keep buying new hobby, even though you know I'm going to. But yes, the new War of the Rohirrim models, the ones we've been waiting for a long time, are finally here. They've been in the book for a good little while now, and we've been teased them fairly recently, and they finally made an appearance. And we have King Helm, Hammerhand of Rohan, and then we have the 3 hero box of Leif, Olwyn, and Freolaf, again from the War of the Rohirrim. These came out on pre-order with some really sexy shiny new dice, which basically you've got more chance of finding hen's teeth now, because I tried to order them twice and twice they ran out of stock. No idiot tax for Tom. And also with a brand new Theodred, which was teased in the army book along the Fords of Eisen army list, I think it was. And he just materialised alongside these for pre-order. I haven't got hold of the Theodred because again he sold out pretty quickly, and at the time I only wanted to make sure I had the Rohirrim stuff, the War of the Rohirrim stuff. I didn't really have necessarily any need for Theodred, but I'm now regretting not getting that because it's a new toy and I don't have it. But yes, so I got the new War of the Rohirrim heroes, and I haven't done an unboxing for a little while, so I thought it would be fun just to chat through the models, open them up, check out the sprues, and then show you 360 of them all at the very end. I am particularly excited for Helm Hammerhand because he is a glorious looking model. The only other variant we have of him at the moment was the beardy Angry Santa version, where he's dying on the causeway of Helm's Deep. Spoiler alert, that should come first. Rewind it, watch the spoiler alert first, then read that bit back. We haven't had him in his full Rohan regalia as of yet, and this model comes, at least from what I can tell, with the option of having him helmeted on foot as well as on mount. I don't know, I'm going to crack this open in a minute. I was a little bit surprised that these 3 came as a 1-box set. Actually quite reasonably priced as well. I think they were around about the £28 to £35 mark. I can't remember. I bought them a little while ago now. It's been a couple of weeks and my brain doesn't like to remember things longer than 3 days ago. Particularly when it comes to hobby costs. You never admit the true hobby costs of what you're doing. So I was really surprised that...
Never admit them to the wife.
Don't listen to the woman behind the camera.
They only cost £28.
Yes, let's go with that. But I was really surprised because Helm Hammerhand came, and I think it was about £25, but this came at like £28, £30, around about that kind of threshold. I'm probably a little bit lowballing it there, but just the price comparison between 2 models in a box and 6 models, because you get all 3 of the heroes on foot and on mount as well. I was pleasantly surprised that it wasn't going to be a case where I spend £45 on heroes that I was just going to pay for the channel and maybe not play with for a little while, but hey ho. But I'm really impressed on the face of it by the sculpts. As you can see, I don't know if we can zoom in or if we've got the focus on, so we can see like the just from the box art, the really lovely ornate look of Helm Hammerhand there. Absolutely stunning. Looks like that's all sculpted detail over all that armor work, which I'm very grateful for because no thank you freehand. Yeah, I'm really excited to get this guy painted up. Really regal, really action-based as well on his horse, rearing up, leading the charge. So as you'd expect the King of Rohan to be. And then with these 3, I think of all of them, I like Olwyn the most. I think she's probably the king fell over. I think she kind of captures her character from the film more. I enjoy the model of Leif. I enjoy the foot model of Leif. I enjoy the mountain model of Leif. I'm not entirely sure what his horse is doing. It's got a little bit of a, I'm a horse, I'm so happy to be here. And some really quite scarily human looking teeth. But otherwise really nice. The Freolaf model, again, really stoic, really heroic. He's got a little bit of the Willem Dafoe about him. I'm not entirely sure if that's just the photography or the lighting on the model. I know in the past some of Games Workshop's faces have been a little bit hit and miss, but then when it's come to painting them myself, they've all been generally fine. The only one that really strikes a chord is the Three Hunters Legolas. In all the artwork and the photos, he looked a little bit foreheady. So maybe it's just the photography, maybe it's just the lighting, I don't know. I've not yet been stung by a face that doesn't look good when it's been finished painting myself.
No face is two-face for me.
No face is two-face for me. I can make any face a face. Any face I choose will resemble a face. Also, I was right. I paid no attention to the little box in the top left there, top right by your reckoning, that actually shows him with a helmet on foot.
Oh.
So my statement where I said, maybe he comes with a helmeted option on foot. Yes, it's literally on the box. I didn't pay attention to that. But we're going to rip these open now and have a look at the sculpts, and then we'll get them built. So let's rip open some toys. Magic behind the camera.
Open the box.
Open the box. Yeah, I'm going to start off with Helm in hand. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to build mine with helmet or not. Ow, they make these so top-proof. I really hope you don't want to reshoot that because we can't now. He is open. I tend to make quite well with my Theoden and AMR. They are, I believe they're helmeted, mounted, and non-helmeted, unmounted, so I don't really know. It's just one sprue. Build instructions, nice, very good. I will probably pay no attention to those whatsoever. Do I have another? Yeah, that's a lovely looking model. I really like that. There's some lovely detail on that cloak. You see the fur trim around there is really detailed. All the embossing, similar to Theoden's horse, along obviously Helm's tabard and the horse's tabard. Where is your glorious unhelmeted head? There he is. Look for the beard and you'll find the man. There he is. What a glorious mountain of a man he is. There's some really lovely ornate detail over this. Yeah, I'm really not sure if I'm going to build him unhelmeted or not. I'm probably leaning more towards helmeted, just given his stature as a character in Rohan. Yeah, I'll probably go helmeted, given his stature as a character in the Middle-earth. So, yeah, he'll be the first one we get going up. So, pop him back in. And now let's move on to the big box. All three of the remaining heroes. The Shield Maiden, the Page, and the Warrior. Get you to me! Ow. Here we go. I told you I would pay attention to his instructions, put these back in the box. I do actually kind of need those. But sometimes I can never work out how games watch and mods go together. And given my tenure with Marvel Crisis and Malifaux, I've built some complicated models in the past. Okay, are we all on one sprue again? That's actually quite impressive. Wow, 6 models on one sprue. That's actually somewhat shocking. Good. Let's see if I can work out who's who. I think we got Freya left down here. I'll check out his face shortly. Leaf is up here. There's his very creepy looking horse face. Hello. Okay, Freya's up here as well, and Olwyn down here. Okay, let me have a look. Where is Freya's face? Yeah, it's not looking too bad actually. That's actually looking a lot better than I thought it would. I love his 90s curtains. You check out these 90s curtains he's got. Look at those. Glorious. You're rocking that boy bandit. Look at Leaf down there and up here. Like, look at that hair. Stunning, I think. Gorgeous. Whoop, not mind finger there. Yeah, I mean, the Rohan stuff is so characterful. They've got so much scope for just making really lovely, ornate-looking models, and I think they've knocked it out of the park with these guys. Like, they all feel like they're characters from the films. They've all got, like, their various trappings from the film. Obviously, Freya looking more ornate, more regal. Olwyn looking a little bit more world-weary, with her battered shield, which I think you can build her with. I'd be daft if you couldn't. Yeah, there it is. The older, the bracer there, the buckler, her shield, given her Shield Maiden status. And Leaf with all his scribes and yeah, just little details like that make a big difference. I'm genuinely surprised it's all on one sprue. I was expecting there to be maybe a sprue per model. The fact they've managed to get it all on one is nothing short of impressive, to be fair. It does make you think, like, why such a big box for just one sprue for so many models? But it's a nice box, to be fair. So yeah, I am going to go and get these built up, and then we'll do some 360s at the end. So we can see them all in their glorious grey glory. Which we will hopefully be getting tutorials out for very, very soon. So I'll be right back. Need the instructions. Well, there we are. I have all 4 of my new Rohan heroes all built up, and as expected, they were an absolute pleasure to build. Minimal mould lines, bit iffy down some of the more ornate armour, down Helm and Freyalaf in particular, the pauldrons and over Helm's thigh armour, because it's so detailed, it's a bit iffy to get the mould lines off there. But generally speaking, not so bad. The horses in particular were quite easy because they're solid lines with the mould line cleaner and got the majority of it off. But yeah, these are absolutely stunning sculpts, as I had no doubt they would be when they were built. As you can see, I did actually end up building my unmounted Helm without his helm. What can I say? Why are you laughing behind the camera? He's got his hammer, not his helm. As I said initially, I was a little bit worried that some of the faces weren't going to work out too nicely. Particularly Freyalaf, his face actually looks really, really nice and sculpted. So maybe it's just the photography or the angle of the lighting that was on there in the promotional images. But the face actually looks really, really good. It's really hard to kind of recreate somebody quite so stoic in plastic. They've done a really good job. Yeah, all in all, phenomenal models. Again, I was really surprised by how they managed to compact particularly these 3, Leaf, Olwyn and Freyalaf, onto one sprue. Helm being on a separate one in a separate box, because he's the king. He ain't going to muck in with everyone else in a random box, is he? One thing I wish that not just Games Workshop but other modelling companies did was not make faces separate. And if you're going to make faces separate, please don't attach them by the chin. So half the time you have to sculpt off this really sharp pointy chin, which you get after you clip it off, and then you end up with, sometimes they get chins that go up like that because the mould's gone funny when you've mould line cleaned it or filed it, or yeah, that's a personal gripe. I don't enjoy sticking faces on things, especially when the head's are already in 2 pieces and the face is separate. How come a horse can be in 4 pieces but a face has to be in 3? I don't know. But yeah, no, they fit together really, really nicely. The instructions are super easy to follow. Nothing really came up as a where the hell does this go? I think Leaf was the only one that was slightly more convoluted because his backpack on the back was in 3 parts. You had to put a bridging bit between the bedroll halves to put that together, and you had to kind of slot him in amongst his satchels and straps and scrolls and God knows what else he's got in him. But otherwise, yeah, really fun models to put together, and I'm super excited to get these painted up. You can expect tutorials for these to be hitting the channel really, really soon. I'm going to get these sprayed up as soon as Mrs. Smith has finished filming the 360s, which hopefully you're watching as opposed to this face. As soon as she's finished filming those, I'll be getting these guys based up and undercoated and start working on them to get them hitting the channel as soon as possible. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and hit that bell to make sure you never miss a video upload from Mithril. If you enjoy what we do, don't forget you can support the channel for as little as £1 a month. But if you really enjoy what we do, you can support us via the Treasure Trove tier online. Gains you access to a whole host of online resources that Mrs. Mithril has dutifully and tirelessly put together for avid hobbyists. Absolute no obligation, but I get shouted at and I'm not doing my job properly if I don't mention it in a video. This month's big drop is the inventory tracker that Mrs. Mithril has been working on in preparation for October. I'm a little bit behind on the poll tutorials, but I'm working on those. We've got the Mordor Troll, the Dragon, and obviously October's winning poll will be coming out very soon. So I've got a very busy couple of months ahead of me. They'll all be hitting very, very soon, but they've jumped to the top of the painting queue as the polls allow me. But until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.